This is the chapter number 3 of the theory of the transcendent reality (TTR) regarding the physic of the existence, written by Mauro Bernardini. Now if we look to the main additional prerogatives of Aleph, we can see that Aleph is the container of all the existences. Aleph has 11 spatial real dimensions, namely, x1 up to x11, and 11 added real dimensions, namely, V for life, P for thought, C for unknown, up to C12 unknown too. Aleph is substantiated only by its infinite points. Aleph is the only being who exists only inside itself. By means of C12, the body of Aleph complies to the SVP law. S greater than V greater than P greater than C4 greater than C11 greater than C12. Instead, if we look to the main additional prerogatives of the points of Aleph, we can say that they comply to SVP law, who states that S greater than V greater than P greater than C4 greater than C11. They are all connected each other by L links. They only differ by gender, male, spin 0 or female, spin 1. They are the only real native existences. They simultaneously exist with 10 identical replicas of themselves. By C11, their replicas randomly cross the empty spaces floating in Aleph, thus creating temporally entities like us. These pictures show some schematic representations of the points of Aleph. Now we see the meaning of a section of the point of Aleph. Therefore, in underdimensional worlds like R, the points of Aleph make evident an existence, some infinitesimal part of themselves under form of EPE-Section-Souls, as shown in this graphics example, in which a 3D human being puts evident the living radiographies of his body by crossing a bidimensional space. For instance, they casually create real section souls of the human beings, vegetable beings, animal beings, the elementary particles of matter, and the two unknown beings E5 and E6 of our universe. If a point of Aleph crosses an underdimensional space, it is always linked with other points that could stay outside that space, and, before entering, the point preserves the future of the sections not yet appeared into the space, since they are part of its body, while, as soon as the point enter, the sections that starting to appear into the space represent the present. Besides, when the point comes out from space, the sections already appeared in space represent their past. This picture shows these three situations together with the links that could partially enter even a section of the connections among the points. Now we look at the SVP law, that states that all the points that substantiate the body of Aleph consist only of the DCR, real dimensions or components, named S, V, P, C4, C11, always governed by the inequality, S greater than V greater than P greater than C4 greater than C11. This summary table reports all the DCRs available for all the underdimensional spaces, and for the body of the points in Aleph same. Now we will see how the SVP law is closely dependent on the composition of the standard model of physics, according to which there are only 3 possible families of particles for 3 different types of matter. So for physics, the matter that makes up our universe appears to us in mass form visible of fermions of the first family, that is, electron and electrons, neutrino, besides the proton, the neutrino and the meson, made of quarks up and quarks down. The law SVP is respected due to the fact that, because of the growing masses of the quarks of the 3 families, the proton S is much more stable than the proton V. which is much more stable than the proton P. This is because the increasing of the masses of quarks makes the particles V and P unstable in ascending order. So the presence of particles of existence, of S-type, in our universe is always higher than those of type V and P, thus confirming the postulate of SVP law. Also on this new base of standard model of the physics of the elementary particles of matter. The new definition of particles of existence, i.e. EPE-Section-Soul, corresponds to a kind of superparticle, formed not only by two quarks up and one quark down, as we know for the proton S, but also from other two particles to us hidden, belonging to two other families of the standard model, proton V and proton P. Based on the calculation results that we will see in section 12, the mass of an elementary particle of existence, it is approximately equal to that of a proton S. We can state that for the TTR theory all 6 possible types of particles of existence are roughly equivalent to the mass of a superproton. The latter has a random amount of the 3 components S, V and P specific for each of 6 different particles of existence. Furthermore, the particle of existence probabilistically most common and present in all the universes, is that of matter S, that is, the elementary particles of matter studied by physics, corresponding to a superproton S greater than V greater than P. We see only its S component, that is the proton S, known as a fundamental component of our universe 3D formed by 3 quarks, UUD. As shown in this table, in the points of Aleph, the components S, V, P, C4, up to C11, are in average amount. Thus also their sections are those more probable as induced in our 3D space in the form of superprotons S greater than V greater than P, having the same values SVP as medium values, just exactly as those of their conveyors points of Aleph. However, this happens ensuring that possible variations of S, V and P, around the average of those values, are always such as to preserve the inequality imposed by SVP law, namely, delta S greater than delta V greater than delta P. As it regards the other 5 particles of existence corresponding to the other 5 types of superprotons, that is, superproton S greater than P greater than V, corresponding to E6 beings, superproton P greater than V greater than S, corresponding to human beings, superproton P greater than S greater than V, corresponding to E5 beings, superproton V greater than S greater than P, corresponding to vegetal beings, superproton V greater than P greater than S, corresponding to animal beings. We can say that their corresponding values of S, V, and P, due to random and very unusual sections into the 3D space, are regulated as expressed in the table, namely, the variations delta S, delta V and delta P compared to the average values of the points of Aleph, are always congruent with the specificities of inequality SVP of each particle of existence.